Today I'm visiting the two Wolverhampton CEXs. I've not been in quite a while. In a minute I'm going to do a bit of a stock check because I'm certain there was something in them the other day. Basically, I'm going with a friend because she wants to go try on wigs or something in Wolverhampton, and there's two CEXs, so I'm going to take my camera. It's one of them. And I'm sure the other day when I was looking at stock that Wolverhampton had something I was after, so I need to double check. But also check this out. My house is... Oh, I need to do that as well. Oh, there's so many jobs. This big box that my new PC came in is just on here. There's all the boxes on the... Oh, look how many boxes are over there. Like 2 or 3 of them are CEX related. There's a couple of them that need to get a Narnia. Narnia is what I call... my house is 3 levels, and instead of a loft, we've got like eaves like that wraps around that house, like in through a little cupboard at the back. And I call it Narnia because you have to go through a cupboard. You go through one cupboard, and then at the back of the cupboard's a little cupboard door, and then you go through that, and now you're in the Narnia. And yeah, that's what we call it, or I call it. I also have a very special delivery here, and if this is what I think it is, it's come early and is going to make TikTok livid. Livid. I'm excited for it. I'll be right back. I'm going to try and tidy the house up a smidge. Just having a quick My Protein coffee, My Protein code Kale. Anything you get from My Protein, whether it be clothes, protein powders, don't matter. Code Kale. All right, my next job is I want to just take a quick look at the Wolverhampton stores because I don't want to miss something, because I really don't do Wolverhampton very often because it's... I don't know. I just don't. So we'll stick it to prices high. Oh, there's 2 Rule of Roses between them. I've got both of them listed here. Lots of consoles. Yakuza 2, that is on my list. 75 quid though. Don't fancy spending 75 quid today. Web of Shadows, Onimusha 4. Shinobi's on my list. Armored Core 2, Another Age, already have that one. I don't know how well this is being picked up on camera, by the way. Crash Bandicoot Action Pack, I think I have that. Armored Core 2, the regular one. I typically think the Wolverhampton ones are actually kind of decent. I'm sure there was something specific that they had that I was after. Am I going to go through the entirety of all of the PlayStation 2 stuff that they have? Maybe. Let's go check the PS3 stuff now. I usually just take a look at the PS2 and the PS3 stuff and then just move. I wish there was a way of just searching by entire store stock rather than by category. It would make life way easier. Willing to bet, call in this now, that they've got a Lollipop Chainsaw. Lollipop Chainsaw is always in stock at Wolverhampton, I feel. Shattered Dimensions. That's cool. Darksiders Collection, 48 quid. That is very cool. I bet that's a big box. Deadpool. I do need Deadpool on PS3. Silent Hill Homecoming on PS3. I do need that too. Oh, wow. Cabela's Top Shot Elite Gun with the Sense Bar is 25 quid. I used to have that. I can't believe that's worth the money. I should go digging through my cupboards. I've definitely got that somewhere because there was an arcade game in Cornwall that I used to play all the time, and my mum bought me that thinking it was basically the same thing. And it sort of kind of was. Dynasty Warriors Gundam. Which ones do I need? I need 2. And the other one. Street Fighter X Tekken. Okay. Yakuza 3. I think Yakuza 3 is definitely on my list, and it's only a tenner. Chronicles of Riddick, I think that's on my list. Yeah, I think we should come away with some stuff today. Alright, so we're now on the way to Wolverhampton, and we've managed to not die, somehow, if you know. I once again shall not be explaining why I'm not the driver, just like the other day. We're nearly there, though. Right, so, survived the trip, somehow. Walking through the wonderful town, city, whatever, of Wolverhampton. It's cold-ish, windy, and busy. 2 CEXs. Car parking's only an hour and a half, so probably need to get a jiffy on, which seems to be a running theme everywhere I bloody go recently. Nowhere's got very good parking. I was born in Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Lovely. Welcome to CEX Wolverhampton number 1. I couldn't tell you which one of the Wolverhampton CEXs this is because they confuse me. This is, I think, the larger of the 2. I think this is the one No, I think this is Wolverhampton Wolf Run, because the other one's the bigger one. And I always get lost. I think I've been to these maybe twice ever. Check this out of a reprinted cover. The PS3 art in a DVD case. If you buy that, you're insane. Also, this God of War collection there, the staff member on the till, we were talking because they watched my stuff, and I noticed there was a few other God of War collections behind her on the shelf that were like being protected, and I was like, "Do you know there's one of them on the shop floor?" She was like, "Is there?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "God damn it!" This is the thing is the different staff in different CEXs will have different like boundaries upon what they will and won't put on the shop floor. Half-Life. I didn't know the first Half-Life did get a release on PS2. I don't think you'd ever actually play that game on PS2. I think you'd probably be a little bit insane, but it would be interesting nonetheless to compare potentially the PC version. Which, yeah. It's been a while since I played a PC game with a mouse and keyboard. I go through phases. I need a way of comfortably using mouse and keyboard from my sofa. I was looking into something called the Couchmaster like a year ago, but I'm convinced that it just wouldn't be as comfortable as I want it to be. I'm not sure. This has to be a problem that solutions have already been created for. I generally believe that about a lot of things. I believe that for the most part, humans don't have original thoughts anymore, and that nothing you could ever think about or like consider has never not already been thought about or considered, and thus must already have a solution to it. Something, for example, that sparked that thought the other day was trying to train Ruby to be better when there's nobody in the house. It'd be cool if I had some sort of like Bluetooth treat dropper where when she's exhibiting behaviors that we want to reinforce, if I could, when I'm not in the house, press a button on my phone and it drops something for them for her to eat. Like a little hamster treat thing. That would be cool. I was like, this has got to be a thing. Humans have never had an original thought. There's no way that I've just come up with that and no one else has ever thought about it. No way. This has got to already have been a thing. Must be. We are now, by the way, in the second Wolverhampton. Like I said, I didn't record any clips because A, we only had like an hour and 45 minutes on the parking, and B, it was absolutely chucking it down, and the camera really isn't waterproof. But as you'll come to see in the next couple of vlogs, I'm working on a rather expensive solution to that. I'm like, do I spend another £400 on a new camera specifically so that this is not a problem anymore? And the answer to that is potentially. I think that might be what I'm doing once I finish off these voiceovers, in fact. 50 Cent Bulletproof, or is that Blood on the Sand? I think it's Blood on the Sand. I think Bulletproof is the PS2 one. That High School Musical game used to be 50p, now it's £1. That High School Musical game used to be an excellent game to utilise for spare cases. In fact, you used to be able to, if you ever needed like spare PS2 cases, you buy the High School Musical game for 50p, and then that is a good replacement. But also, yeah, back on that Bluetooth treat dropper thing, if that's not already a thing, somebody should make it and go on Dragon's Den. Like, that is exactly the sort of thing you would probably see on Dragon's Den. I would be quite willing to bet it's got to be a thing. There's no way that's not already a thing, because it'd be helpful. Because Ruby and her separation anxiety. I'd say she was a lockdown dog, but she wasn't. I wonder how many. I bet there are a lot of sausage dogs out there with separation anxiety through being a lockdown dog. And sausage dogs with separation anxiety, full stop, really. But you know, moving on. Okay, mission accomplished with 10 minutes left on the parking to spare. I'm about to drive us back. Wish me luck. Never driven in Wolverhampton before. What's the worst could happen? Other than death, despair, and agony. Okay, I'm home and I've done a lot of cleaning, a lot of tidying. Why is the camera doing that? This is why I want a different camera. I'm tempted to try a new camera because of that exact problem. The whole point of a DJI Osmo is supposed to be quick and easy, and it never is. I want to try a GoPro. Anyway, let me show you guys what I got from my various different CEX trips today, because I've had a fairly productive CEX trip. Plurals. Yeah, right, so we got The Hobbit on PlayStation 2. I would have presuming bad game, but it will live with the other Lord of the Rings games and thus make the shelf look nice. Next up, Yakuza 3. I'm pretty sure that the other day I bought Yakuza 4, and now I think I have all of the Yakuza games on PlayStation 3 with Yakuza 3, 4, and Dead Souls. Dead Souls being the most expensive by quite some margin. Kessen 2. I bought Kessen 1 a while back because I thought it had a nice case. And then, as per usual, I then Google it and go, how many sequels does this game have? And then must buy them all. And therefore we have Kessen 2 now. Next up, Def Jam Fight for New York. This is probably the biggest hitter of this bunch because this is due to become a PlayStation 2 rarity the second it gains any more value. £38 is the cut-off point. Beyond £38 is when PlayStation 2 games become classified as rarities, and then you pretty much never see them on the shop floor anymore. To be fair, it probably shouldn't be on the shop floor anyway because, again, rarity. But the spine on it was lovely. Finally, again, this was on the shop floor too, and she did question me. She was like, was that on the shop floor? I went, yeah. And I was like, it was only £6. I think that perhaps this was supposed to have been priced differently, because it's in a really good conditioned box, the limited edition of The Evil Within, which is one of my favourite horror games on the system. I only played through it once, and it's been quite a few years, but I'm really happy to have it. I really enjoyed this game. Hope you guys enjoyed the little adventure. I'd have recorded more, but I couldn't record more because of the weather, and this camera, again, is not waterproof. So that's another tally in why I want to try a GoPro. I've sold or have in the process of selling 2 of these. I have 3 DJI Osmo Pocket 3s. I've sold 2 of them, so that more than covers the GoPro. So, yeah, I guess we'll find out. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.